Hello guys and welcome to round 2 from the Eclectic Games Games Night kit in Reading. In this game we have Ryan Wood, the UK national champion, on the left with his Patala list of Tyrell crossing against, I believe, James Parsons on the right, playing Night's Watch Kings of Summer. Ryan told me a little bit about the James's build after the game. I didn't see it in action, unfortunately, and he's got a reserve heavy deck which seemed quite interesting actually. Ryan here's got the setup of Cerebro Royce, a Arbor Knight, Renly's Pavilion, and a Rose Garden, which is pretty good. And on the right we have a King's Road, a Practice Blade on Saturn, a Lost Ranger, I think, with the dagger. Can't quite tell from here. And they draw up and we go into the first plot phase. I say, by the way, guys, the event in Reading was really good. The guys are incredibly friendly. Seems like a really nice meta. If you're in the area, I do highly recommend trying to find out their games night or going to one of the events and taking part. So we have the first plots, and we have a Time of Plenty played by Ryan into a Late Summer Feast played by James. So Royston gets a power because he's because the summer plot revealed. So the Late Summer Feast is a plot I'm not 100% sold on, if I'm honest. 9 gold's nice. The summer trait's nice. Kingdom, so it could be navaled if that does come back, which I can't see at the moment. Too many good summer winter opening plots. But has the force reaction: every time you win a challenge, your opponent may draw a card, and I think that's just too good. Anyway, so we have a King's Road sacrifice to get Riker out. So the Lost Ranger now has a power icon, as all Rangers gain power icons with Riker out. We have another Lost Ranger played out. So a Lost Ranger, if there's no other Ranger on the board, they have to sacrifice themselves at the end of the turn. With free Ranger down the board, that shouldn't be a problem. We have a. I can't remember what that one's called, but it's the one where you Rangers can't be bypassed, and I think it's +1 strength to all Rangers. I will just quickly check that one. As long as your reserve is higher. So at the moment it's doing nothing, as Ryan correctly points out. We have Sawatali put into play. And we have one of the new builders. I can't remember his name, but yet can it get extra gold? And we have the Watch Has Needs, naming. I didn't quite hear what he named, unfortunately, but it was reserve as 7. So look at the top 7 cards. It was obviously Rangers, and we have 2 Rangers. So this is a very different build from the normal builds you see from the Rangers, from Night's Watch.
Alright, over to me.
So Ryan plays out at King's Road. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to find out what these cards that I can't remember are called. So that's the Fist of the First Men was the location. So the King's Road is sacrifice to bring out Randall, who gets a bodyguard. And we have a Wildling Scout played out. So James is thinking about his options here. We have an intrigue with Sam. And the character I could work out was the Eastwatch Carpenter, who, after you collect income, gain 1 gold for every 2 locations you control. So the sorry to go back to the game. The sorry about that, guys. The Wildling Scout was knelt to defend. But yeah, an interesting first turn. They don't see that. He played out, James played out a lot of characters, got a big board presence, and then was able to draw back up with the Watch Has Needs. And James, after the 1 intrigue, hands over to Ryan to do challenges. So Randall does a power challenge for 4. Because of crossing, as Ryan points out. So that is opposed for 3.
Yep.
Intrigue for 1 from the Arbonite. Defended currently for 2.
Okay, -1. He stands. Yep. So I'm winning 1 to 1.
So Ryan reducing Saturn's strength to win the intrigue challenge. Sam also forgot the reaction that when you nil Saturn, you can stand another steward. So he could have stood. He has remembered it now.
You should have done that beforehand, but that's fine.
Ryan lets him off.
I was told you had to do it once.
No, it's as soon as he nils. It's a reaction to him kneeling. Claim is way past that point.
So,
Yes, that's
So it's just a little bit of a.
I stood him
Then you
and then
immediately-
threw him in the
immediately
challenge
stand.
as well.
No. You declare at the same time.
So just a little bit of a clarification on how you use him. That was fine. Sam thought it was after the challenge was over, not when he, as always, has a reaction to being knelt.
For crossing, he stands.
So we have a big military coming in for 12,
5, 6, 7, 8, 12,
14. A 14 strength military, which I believe the best Sam can get to is 13. So he defends for defends for 3. So crossing. You have claim. It's going to be Saturn, interestingly. I'm a massive fan of Saturn. I think I might have kept him around for a little bit longer, but fair enough. Dominance goes to Sam, so nice watch get a power. And we're on to the second marshalling, second plot phase, with Ryan currently winning 4 to 1. So another Time of Plenty into Time of Plenty. So Sam gets to choose first or second. Chooses Ryan to go first. And so Royston gets another power, putting him up to 5. Putting Ryan up to 5 now. You always like putting him down when you see your opponents playing Kings of Summer. Pretty much guarantees him a power every turn. So both players have drawn 4 cards, thanks to both playing Time of Plenty. So Brienne is played out for 4 gold, thanks to the Rose Garden being knelt. All we need now is the crown put on Randall. Which then is the next card. So Brienne is not kneeling for defence. And she gets the bodyguard. So Ryan's board is pretty valor proof and just pretty annoying, really. So Sam collects his gold. He gets 7 gold because Kings of Summer. Going to Craven Randall. So that will slow Ryan down a little bit. Karida is seeing the wall at this point. 4 gold. Could this be the wall? We have Will played out. So a lot of ranges in this deck. Maybe that's also an intrigue icon there, so maybe that's why Sam didn't mind killing Saturn last turn. And we have an Old Forest Hunter played out. So Sam can choose to discard a card to gain a gold as an action once per phase. And Ryan passes challenges. A bit of a come at me bro move. Sam can't really get much through here. He can try getting an intrigue through, but with Renly's Pavilion I can just see
Intrigue, stealth.
oh, of course Will has stealth, doesn't he? I forgot Will had stealth. So going to block the unopposed.
Cool. Triggers, insight.
So 2 lots of insight there. So Sam getting his hand nice and big. And we have a pleasure barge taken for claim. So thanks to that Craven, Ryan having to play quite defensively here. Sam trying to work out if he can get any other challenges through.
That's it? Yeah. Yep. Dominance will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 5.
I've got 15, so.
5, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
So dominance goes to Sam, so put him up to 2 power. So it's 5-2 after round 2. So at least slowing Ryan down here a little bit. Ryan is quite famous for winning with this deck in about 3 turns, sometimes 2 turns. This is a proper full-on rush deck. So I imagine it's going to be confiscation from Ryan, which it is, into another Time of Plenty. Ryan chooses Sam to go first. So confiscation gets rid of that Craven. Summer plot revealed, so Sir Royston gains another power.
Alright, so I gain 7 gold. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold.
So another 7 gold here for Sam. What can he play at this turn? I wonder if he's going to be a bit worried about going too wide. Really need to see that wall. So you get a dupe for Sam. So we have some gold spent. What we got here? We have a Shadow Tower Mason who currently is not switched on.
He's not active yet, is he?
But he is now, as he just gained a dagger for +2 strength while he's in a challenge. So that is the third attachment or location. So he's now a strength 4 Tricon while he's in a challenge. Interesting tech on that because it is only while you are in a challenge. So that is quite useful to... No, I believe it's while you're in a challenge. I've said that really convincingly. The Steward of the Wall played out. Interesting again, that wasn't played out first, but he's going to need it anyway to get a reduction out of that. And we have Maester Aemon put into play. So as I'm sure you're all well aware, he can be knelt to stop a character from being killed. A Night's Watch character from being killed, including himself.
Am I on 7, 8, 9?
Yes, and the Dragon Set Glass Dagger, while the character is participating in a challenge, it gets +2 strength. So we've got another Watch has knee played out.
Reserve is 7, 8.
So his reserve is 9, thanks to Kings of Summer and Sam. So Sam is Garrett burning through his deck here. We've got 2 copies of Riker and a Old Forest Hunter. It's a really interesting build. It's nice seeing some different builds coming out Nice Watch at the moment. Just really see that wall. And Ryan doing his patented, just cut the top card of the deck. So Riker is duped up to his eyeballs. It is a very big board, as Sam says. I would be worried about Wildfire Valor at this point.
I'm hoping the fact he's playing lots of Renown, he's not got Valor.
Sam actually just saying that he's hoping there's no Valor because Ryan is so heavy on Renowned. But I'm pretty sure Ryan does actually now play Valor. And obviously both his important characters would survive the Valor turn.
No.
And it might not quite be over yet. Sam is still thinking.
I did discard that for a gold, which I used to put practice blade on him.
So discarded an Old Forest Hunter for gold to put another Practice Blade into play. So that's a pretty intimidating board there. But really needs the wall. So Dupont Brienne. Pleasure Barge. So Ryan's going to draw 3 cards. The another Rose Garden. Ryan's taking his time here. Plays out a Knight of Summer, who is currently strength 5 with Renowned because of the Summer plus on the other side of the board. Rose Gardener, and leaves Ryan on 1 gold. So you're assuming this probably build also plays Hound, do you imagine? Because he's got all the attachments to boost for strength. Wonder if it also then doesn't play Messenger Raven and using the Watch has needs to burn for your deck and the insight that you have. So on to Sam's challenges. He's just having a little think here. You got to be careful about letting, about needing will on the when you still got to defend here, because if you get an unopposed challenge, he is sacrificed.
Two strength. Yeah.
If I was going to do an intrigue, I think I'd be tempted with Eamon, because you've got enough characters. You don't really care if you lose a military. Tyrell Rush probably isn't playing put to the sword. An intrigue for free. So is Ryan going to defend this? He's going to let it go. So that challenge goes unopposed. A lot of insight there from the a copy of Nightmares is discarded for claim. Can't help but feel if Sam had seen the wall by this point, he could probably put Ryan under some pressure by the amount of power he'd have. Sam saying he's got to be careful there because he doesn't want to lose out because of renowned, which is a fair statement. So we have an intrigue for 1 coming in from Ryan. Will defends that. 1 second. He says. So Ryan's having a think before he lets the insight go off. And Ryan doing his patented counting. So there's obviously a lot to think about here because you've got all the strength buffs on the Night's Watch side, but also Randall can have his strength buffed up with the Crown of Gold. Crown of Razor, sorry. Crown of Gold, a much different attachment.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yep.
So
yeah, Sam gets the insight after winning the challenge.
Right, next one. Military.
So you have military for 10.
4, 5, 10.
At the moment, anyway.
Cool. 10. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Mm-hmm. 16.
So defends for 16. Defends for 18.
Sure, you win. Cool.
I 3 black.
So Ryan's going to use Ready Pavilion to stand Randall.
+1.
And -1 on to
Cool.
Riker.
P1.
Yeah.
Nightmares.
So he is nightmares.
Sacrifice Skull.
Is nightmares
Power challenge.
the only standing power icon? Because obviously that stops the Rangers from the Lost Rangers from having a power icon.
So that's 5, 6, 7. Well, you got no power icons.
This is going to be unopposed.
Okay, so it's unopposed, so force reaction.
Force reaction kills Will.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, right order. So force reaction, that happens. Cool. Sacrifice a ranger.
So it has to sacrifice a Ranger.
My reaction.
Superior Claim gives Ryan 2 power.
So I gain 2 power. Cool.
1, 2.
I lose 1, yeah. Not yet.
Crossing. Unopposed.
Unopposed happens. Then you lose 1. Cool.
Claim 1.
And then 3
And then 3 renowned.
1, 2, 3.
Putting Ryan on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
14.
And Sam is going to concede there. So well played, guys. That was a massive power gain there from Ryan right at the end. Thanks, Sam, for letting me record, and for Ryan. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Quite an interesting build there from Sam. And until next time, guys, it's been emotional.